something here. I don't know if the camera. You have some great suspension. You have a comfortable ride. You have good control of your turns. That's hard to miss, right? What mode you on?
I feel like I could be on the curves. They handle the curves so good. I feel like I could be like.
Oh, you really feel like you can lean that much on the curve?
I could be like.
What's up, y'all? So the company that sent me the e-bike that goes the fastest, like the fastest e-bike that I ever reviewed on this channel, sent me another bike. We can hear you talking. Oh, okay. And the second bike is also a moped style e-bike. So to help me unbox this, I got my bro and fellow e-bike connoisseur to help me unbox this bike. We love moped style e-bikes. Can you explain to them why you like moped style e-bikes so much?
Because I just like them.
It ain't because of your height?
We're not gonna go there.
I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on, so moped style e-bikes are hit or miss for me. A lot of times you can't adjust the seat, and so because you can't adjust the seat, you know, my knees are coming past my hip when I'm pedaling, which I don't like. But this e-bike says it can accommodate riders up to 6'5".
Bruh.
We'll be there.
So the bike we received is a G60 Pro. This bike has a 1,000 watt motor with a 2,000 watt peak. Advertised to go a little over 36 miles per hour. This bike has a 48 volt, 25 amp hour battery. We're getting 25 amp hours now, so maybe that's where e-bikes are going. But that 25 amp hour is supposed to take you up to like 80 miles to charge. This bike weighs 75 pounds. Maximum weight of the rider is 350 pounds. To purchase this e-bike, feel free to use my link and my code in the description below to get a discount. Also, I am doing an e-bike giveaway. If you want to be included in this giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel and comment below on what type of e-bike you would like. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this, put it together, go through all of the features, and then we're going to go on-road and off-road because this does have suspension and off-road tires. And we're going to see, is this the best moped style e-bike that I reviewed on this channel? And is this a moped style e-bike that I can use in general? And we're going to see what the moped style lover think of this e-bike. You have a nanny. They definitely packed this bike like an action figure or something. You know what I mean? So it looks like we're going to have to put the handlebar on, which is attached via wires. We're going to have to put the kickstand on. And we're going to have to put our front wheel on, and this is a 20 by 4 inch all-terrain wheel. This bike also came with a box, so let's see what's in the box. Alright, looks like we have pedals which are labeled. These pedals fold, so that's pretty cool. We also got a bike lock. Alright, it's little things that count, right? I think those are for our turning signals, which the last HappyRun gave us turning signals too. So nice array of tools. We have some hexagon wrenches that I could actually use. Our battery charger to charge our 25 amp hour battery. Looks like we're going to have to put our disc brake on. Right. Oh no. Like the last HappyRun, we have some anti-theft abilities here. These cards are used to turn your bike on. They look like they're kind of like key fobs on a car, so that's good. That's pretty cool. I like that feature. Look like we also have an owner's manual. Instructions don't seem that clear, to be honest. I usually like it when they use pictures. Information about the 1-year warranty, and we have some keys, I guess, to take our battery out. So it looks like this rear suspension, we're going to have to install it, screw this into this right here in order to have that rear suspension on the bike. Bruh. So this was on the front fork, right? That's where we got this from, the front fork. Usually what's on the front fork when I get these bikes, you throw that away because that's only there for shipping. But I think in this instance that is your actual axle. So the instructions on how to put this front axle on the YouTube channel as well as in the user's manual, both trash. So I guess we're gonna have to wing it a bit on how to put this front axle on. I did get some general things that we have to do from the YouTube video. So on this side, we're gonna unscrew this, unscrew that, take all of these washers off on this side here. Then we're going to take this screw and put it in here where we see this huge hole, put it in that side. And this is supposed to go into this large hole here. So you're going to notice that this doesn't go in this large hole all the way. So that because on the other side here, what you have to do is, and turn this, on the other side you have to put this washer on, which kind of look like two washers glued together, but it's not. You got to put that washer there. You have to take this black cover, this black cover thing that came there, you got to put that on top there. And then you have to take this narrow nut here, there's a really narrow nut there. You have to take that and then screw it on top of that like so, okay? And then we're going to need 2 wrenches that I guess are the same size to hold this nut in place while I screw this nut and make it tighter. And as I make it tighter, it's supposed to kind of forcibly put this in this hole securely. Good thing it came with the 2 wrenches I need, so we're going to put one on one side, put this on this side, and try to tighten it up here. I've never done this before on an e-bike, so I hope I'm doing it correctly. Seems like a hassle though. Let me know what y'all think, but it is screwing into that hole all the way in there. That's as tight as I think it's gonna go, so we was able to get that in that large hole there. So now let's go ahead and unscrew these so that we can put our disc brake on. It looks like we're going to need 2 hexagon wrenches to take this part off to put our suspension on here. So we're about to put our display on, but look like the back of the display is cracked. So, alright. Now, I don't know how HappyRun did it because we don't really live in like an e-bike heavy place, but I was able to get my replacement display in 2 days. So let's go ahead and get this installed, and look like it also came with 2 fobs that you can use to turn this display on. But it did not come with these screws. I had to take these screws from the old display. Got this bike put together, took us a little bit over an hour. The hardest part to put on was that front axle. The size of this bike is pretty standard for a moped style e-bike. From wheel to wheel it's about 5 feet 5 inches long. The seat and its distance from the floor is about 3 feet 4 inches. The handlebar, which is kind of adjustable, but where we have it now is like 3 feet 10.5 inches from the floor. This is more on the narrow side regarding the frame when it comes to a moped style e-bike, which is good. Some moped style e-bikes, the body is a little too wide, and that makes it hard to use to pedal, but not this bike. So I think it's a decent looking moped style e-bike. Let me know what y'all think. Now it's kind of hard to tell the brand of these tires. I think these are rotation tires. Like this part seems slick, but the tips of this are sticky. And I don't know how durable they are. We're going to take it through an off-road test, of course. But if you have any experience with these, comment below, let me know. Get a look at our rear and front Di-Island 160mm hydraulic disc brakes. Now, for a moped style e-bike, a lot of times you're only as good as your seat because a lot of times these seats are not replaceable. So far, the seat seems a little bit more firm than I would like, but the good thing is this seat is pretty wide. It's about 6 inches wide. The seat is also pretty long. It's about 1 feet 11 inches long, which is good, which is good because that means you can scoot to the back of the seat if your knees are coming a little too high when you're pedaling. Look at that suspension. And I think I've only had like 2 other moped style e-bikes that have suspension built into the bike like this. Usually it delivers, especially if it's a coil suspension like this. Give y'all an idea of this rear suspension. I also have a motorcycle style front fork suspension with fully adjustable compression. So right now we have the suspension locked out. If you want to open up your suspension, then you can turn this knob here. Give y'all an idea of the front suspension. We have a plastic chain wheel cover, which I don't like. They break kind of easy. I like the steel ones instead. Nice wide handlebar. Handlebar is about 2 feet 5 inches wide. Looks like we have the standard hard rubbery handlebar grips. Looks like we have one feature that I absolutely love, which is the ability to change how tight your hydraulic brakes are from your handlebar. So you turn this knob here to make your brakes tight or a little bit looser. I love this feature. Battery is removable. You just take that key there and put it in this slot that's on the side of your battery here. This battery is pretty standard. You can also charge this battery while it's on the bike if you want to here. And you do have an on and off switch for this battery. We're going to go ahead and turn the battery on. So we're now going to go ahead and turn this display on. Pressing and holding the green button here. So now the bike is on, but I still can't use my display until I use this fob to turn the bike on. Really hope all e-bikes come with this feature in 2025. Looks like we have a twist throttle for throttle only. We have a panel on the other side of your handlebar. Looks like we have a horn. That's more on the loud side. If I click this button, that turns my beefy headlight on and my rear light on. That rear light is also a brake light. This e-bike has some of the most noticeable turning signals that I've ever seen on an e-bike before. So if I want to turn my turning signal on, I turn that on, right? And now I have turning signals in the front and a beep. You hear the beep? Turning signals in the back. So I click on that button again to turn that signal off, and then I can click the other turning signal on like that. And so now it's telling me I'm going to turn right. What's real cool about this is I can put both turning signals on, but I don't know if you can turn off the beeping, so hopefully that won't get on your nerves. Looks like we have your standard Shimano 7-gear shifter here. Let's now look at some of the basic items on your display. You have your speed calculator. Right now that's in kilometers. Pretty sure you can change that to miles per hour. Your pedal assist mode. Looks like we have our odometer at the bottom. We haven't ridden the bike at all yet. And our battery life there. Now, unfortunately, this bike does not have a whole lot of advanced settings. You can change a few things. For example, right now this shows our odometer, right? We can change that to our trip mileage if we click this green button 3 times quickly. So 1, 2, 3. Now instead of our odometer, we have our trip mileage. Now if you want to change pedal assist modes here, then you click this green button once, and that's how you go from one mode to the next. Now if you want to change your speed calculator from kilometers to miles per hour, this is kind of weird how you have to do this. So you have to hold your brake, so engage your brake, and then you're going to click this S button twice quickly. 1, 2. And so that changed this from kilometers to miles per hour. And that's it. Those are the only advanced settings I know of with this display. If you know of more, comment below, let me know. So we are about to try out the different pedal assist modes. Starting with mode 1, go down a couple of gears. See how fast we go in mode 1. Pedal assist is definitely delayed. Haven't kicked off yet. Or has it? Okay, I guess it has. Hard to tell. Okay, 10 miles per hour. Has pedal assist started yet? Okay, yeah, I guess it did start. So 11 miles per hour. It's kind of a drag in mode 1. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. Good brakes, but mode 1. So we're now gonna switch it to mode 3, and because this bike pedal assist is a little delayed, I'm gonna do mode 5 later when I have a longer strip.
See how fast we go in mode 3 here? Okay, mode 3 kicked in a little quicker. But 10 miles per hour mode 1, mode 3, at 18. Oh, really nice brakes though. All right, so 18 miles per hour, mode 3. Dad, you're walking on the wild side, ain't you? You felt comfortable enough to use the bike without your hands on the handlebar, huh? Normally I wouldn't suggest that with a moped.
Hey, for like a little bit, man. For like a little bit. Ooh, hold on. Takes a little while to get to for that motor to kick in. Oh man, come on. Hold on. There we go.
So that's how the bike looked with all the blinkers on. That's hard to miss, right? What mode you on? All right. Okay. All right, so just coming back from our night out and our first test ride with this, my moped loving brother, what do you think?
Yeah. This is fun. This is fun, man. I ain't gonna front. Either number 1 or number 2 funnest bike I've been on, man.
Really?
No, like, yeah. Only negatives. Battery life. Yeah.
Battery life terrible?
Yeah.
You got a bit of range anxiety with the bike.
Yeah, a little bit of range anxiety. So you gotta put that into consideration. Like I said, I don't know if my mind played tricks on me, but I swear the suspension, as you kept going, I think it like, you know how when you wear a shoe that's brand new,
yeah,
and it's like, but then when you break it in,
yeah,
that's how it
better.
felt. Because going there and coming back completely different. So I would say like going there halfway there, I felt it starting to like get a little bit better.
So the suspension got better as you kept using the bike.
Exactly.
So we had to put a padding on the seat, right? Yeah. Without the padding, you're not able to make that bike ride. You get this bike on a scale from 1 to 10.
8.5.
8.5. All right. You said it had a groove for your butt?
Yeah, it fits right there.
It fits? Oh, okay. So you like the seat so far?
So far, it's better than I thought it was going to be.
But you get that suspension on a scale from 1 to 10?
This one is 9.5.
A 9.5? HappyRun G60. What are your thoughts?
I like this bike.
You like it? Okay. All right.
I thought that the seat was going to be crap, but it's actually not bad.
You like the seat?
Yeah, because I sit all the way in the back.
Okay.
And this curve is just enough to put your boot in. It's not super jerky. It's smooth. It goes fast. But it's a smooth transition. I also really like the suspension. Suspension is dope. It gotta be in the top 3. I like the twist throttles. I feel like the tires are grippy enough. This seems super stable. And like I said, you know how I feel like I could go on the curves and like lean.
Yeah, lean on the bike.
Like
So what would you give this bike on a scale from 1 to 10?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
What I don't like, it takes a while for the pedal assist to kick in. Not as long as some bikes that I've complained about before. So when you are on a hill, you gon' other than that, I think it's a really great bike. I'm gonna give this a 9.
9. All right. So we're about to get our off-road shots in. First want to say that it takes a while to get this pedal assist to start sometimes, which can be problematic if you're on a incline like I am now. Still haven't started yet. I'm in mode 2, mode 3. Trying to. But I guess you can always throttle it a little bit, but let's see when it starts here. There it go. Oh man. But once it starts, you're good. So we're gonna start out by going through some gravel, go up a few gears, try these rotation all-terrain tires out. Not a whole lot of slipping, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, a little slipping. There's a little slipping going on there. Okay. But it did rain yesterday. Let's check the brakes. Okay, a little slipping. Now, one good thing about this bike and a lot of other moped style bikes, because they are lower to the floor, you can lean more in these bikes than you can in like a full-size bike. Especially when you have grippy tires, grippy all-terrain tires like I have on this bike, and a wide handlebar. You can really do quite a bit of leaning on this bike, and the tires are grippy enough. You know, I like leaning just because I feel like it gives you more control of your turns on your bike. So we're now about to test out the off-road capabilities of this bike. Gonna go off-road with some heels. Let's see how we do here. Damn. Wow, I can't feel nothing here. Yeah, that's up there. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but this is really, really smooth. Not a whole lot of shaking. Let's go down here. Oh, wow. More here, let's go up. Wow. I just might struggle a little bit up hills, but I guess that's what the throttle is for. Well, I'm in mode 3. Let's go to mode 4. This suspension is up there. This might be, I don't know, this might be the best suspension I've had on a moped bike before. There's levels to how smooth a moped style bike can be, because you are really low to the floor, but this is up there. I don't know, I'd probably give it a 9.5. I mean, on this bike is pretty perfect for mode 1 through 3. Like I'm in mode 3 now, and I have to pedal, but it's perfect. Like I don't feel like I'm ghost pedaling. I don't feel like I'm struggling. It's right there in the middle. But once you switch to mode 4 and 5, I think it gives you way too much pedal assist. No, I guess mode 4 is good too. Let's switch to mode 5. Yeah, mode 5 is too much pedal assist. I'm ghost pedaling at this point, right? So I do wish that you could change your pedal assist sensitivity so it's not like way too much, but just a little too much pedal assist in mode 5. I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on. My knees are coming up a little higher than I would like. Like if I was to continuously pedal on this bike, it would probably hurt my hip because my knees are coming a little too high. So if I was to keep this bike, and I'm towards the back of the bike here, so if I was to keep this bike, I would need some type of booster to push me up more. Very, very smooth. Like it's not so smooth where I feel like I can, yeah, it's not, it's definitely not smooth enough where I feel like I can ride without my hand on the handlebar, but it's very comfortable. It's very smooth, very comfortable. I do feel like I can maybe do something with one hand while keeping it on the other hand here. We have a straightaway, so I'm gonna try the maximum speed. Throttle only, so I'm not at all. Let's see how fast we're going. Throttle only here. Okay, 27, 28, 29, 30, and it's very gradual. 31. They're like 31. So we're now going to try to max speed pedal assist. And I wasn't able to, I don't know if I hit the max speed and throttle only. We're going to try that again later because it did seem pretty gradual. Maybe I can hit the max speed on pedal assist here. 27. It's hard for me to see how fast I'm going. 29. 31. 31. Yeah, 31 looks like the max. Now, I'm not encouraging y'all to ride in the streets with your e-bike, but if you would like to, I think this is the type of e-bike that you can do that with. Because, again, you have really a lot of control of your turns, which is good. You have really good suspension. So if you're on the road with cars, you know, you don't want to crack to make your bike shake. A crack like this, you know, I go through that with no problem. And because you have decent speed, like you can get up to 31 miles per hour on this bike with no problem. And because this bike is pretty comfortable. Now, I would need a cushion on this seat to make it comfortable for me. Also a good bike for urban areas. So if you need to go from the street to the sidewalk with ease, because this bike is so compact and low to the floor, this is a great bike for that as well. Go back to the street here. So yeah, it's easy to avoid people and things. So we're now gonna test out the performance up a hill. It's a pretty steep hill, like 35-degree hill. And I'm going throttle only. We're gonna see how much speed we lose going up this hill. Around 28 miles per hour going into the hill. 27, all right, here comes the steepest part of the hill now. Four, 23. Eight. All right, look like I lost 10 miles going up a hill. The average is usually 9 miles.
So HappyRun G60. I think this is a solid moped style e-bike, especially for the price. Love the suspension. This is probably the best suspension I've had on a moped style e-bike before. It's the best one. Also love how comfortable this bike is. It's a very smooth ride. I would need more padding on the seat, but because the seat is so wide, it's not that bad. Love some of the features like the anti-theft feature, the fact that you need a key fob to turn your bike on. Love all the lights that you can put on this bike, like you can put on turning signals, hazard lights. Love that you can adjust how tight your hydraulic brakes are with this knob on your handlebar. Love the fact that you can adjust the suspension that's on your front fork. You can adjust the compression. And I like the speed. I was able to get up to 31 miles per hour on this bike. I would say this bike is a little too small for me. My knees come up a little higher than I would like when I pedal. But I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on. So if I was to get this bike, I would need some type of like booster. But really, it's two things that I really did not like about this bike. First thing is, you don't have a whole lot of features on your display, like a lot of advanced settings. You cannot adjust things like your pedal assist sensitivity or your pedal assist like takeoff speed and the battery life. So like I went on a 10, 11 mile bike ride, mainly in mode 3, but I did like, I'll say 2-3 miles going mode 5 because we was in the street. And in that 10-11 miles, I lost 2 out of 5 battery bars. So based on my bike ride, that's more like 30 to 40 miles per charge. But sometimes e-bike batteries are interchangeable, so in case you want to buy a better battery. But I would advise you to reach out to the company first, because if you put the wrong battery on here, you can probably burn this bike out. You know what I'm saying? So with everything considered, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this bike an 8.5. Comment below what you would give this bike on a scale from 1 to 10. Any other e-bike you want me to review, also comment below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.